Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Beers, Wines, yeah. Today I'm going to be reviewing one from B&M Bargains that seems to be there all the time now. I reviewed it last year, not many people seen this review, and to me this was an absolute standout beer, which is why I'm going back to some of these beers. So it's made from Wickwar here, and it's their Station Porter, 6.1%, yep. And I tried it last year, loved it. So trying it again, because sometimes you can give beers too high a score, or sometimes you don't give credit where credit's due. And I think it's always good to give credit where credit's due. So I'm going to use these beer reviews and one, to talk a load of crap like I normally do, and to review the product in question, but also, as I always do, I always go off on a tangent. And today, on this review, CBD oil. Now, I've seen the reviews on it. I suffer with severe anxiety. I get it that bad. And I'm my own worst enemy. And I overthink all the time. And I think that's why I've moved from my last job, because I was just the anxiety levels, not because I was actually in a bad job, to be fair. So back to this a second. Black in colour basically, with an off-white head, good carbonation and lacing, roasty, malty, toasty flavours on the aroma. I won't say too much at the moment because I'm just getting out of that bloody gin that I just had. Lemon drizzle gin. It wasn't the best. It was okay it tasted as it should. Didn't tick my boxes, which is why I give it a score accordingly. But you'll have to watch that review. I'm not going on about it in this review. Yeah. Straight away. Oh, it's beautiful. So, not got the complexities of the likes of King Goblin. What it has got, to me, is the smoothness of Guinness and the strength of King Goblin. So, good smoothness, beautiful, smooth tasting stout, or porter. It's porter, isn't it? Yeah, porter stout, same bloody thing, different name. When you really when you get down to the nitty gritties and all these bloody IPAs and that, I mean, really, let's be fair, there's a lot of trying to be nice here. There's a lot of bollocks about some of these. What's a stout, what's a porter? If you read up on it, and I have read up on it, and the lines are blurred. They're blurred now between lagers and beers. It's not when you go into a shop in it. You go down the aisle, the beer aisle, beer. First fucking thing you see. Budweiser. Budweiser's a lager. It's not a beer, it's a lager. Talk about confusing the public. I mean, obviously, they class the likes of this as a real ale. But a real ale, as far as I remember, is one that's bottle fermented. I'm sure was that camera? I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the beer. Oh, I love it. It's really nice. There's a lovely maltiness to it. I love the roasty, toasty flavours. There's a bit of chocolate there, a little bit of coffee, and it's just a very pleasant tasting porter. Really nice, a really decent porter. Available at B&M stores. I've not seen it anywhere else, and B&M are obviously national these days, and they're doing damn well. My only thing with B&M is I just wish they'd have more one-offs. Pallets of beer from beer sellers who are struggling to get rid of their stock. People will always buy cheap beer. If you're selling something at £1 a bottle, it's going to sell. There's no doubt about it. That's my advice anyway. I've seen it at Sainsbury's. Crap beer sells well. £1 a bottle, it will sell. People will buy it, But anyway, as for CBD oil, yeah, I suffer massively with anxiety. Can't shift it. Don't think I'll ever shift it. I don't want to go back on the tablets because they don't do you any good. but I understand, and this is where, you know, with anxiety and stress, depression, you're supposed to think positive, cognitive behaviour and all that shit, but thinking positive, it's not easy. I've tried it all, tried all that. So I've seen this CBD oil, and I think to myself, do I get it? I know it's a cannabis oil. I am anti-drug. I will not take drugs. I'm not interested. Never will be. Never. But this CBD oil, which is a cannabis derivative or something, I'm thinking of getting it and just looking at the percentages, because there's different percentages, getting it and seeing if it helps. Because if it helps if it helps just wipe off my anxiety, and all of a sudden I'm just buzzing with happiness, that would be great. So if anybody out there has ever used it, you know, I'd love to read your comments. I am crap at answering comments, I do apologise. Hand on heart, I'm shit at answering comments. I do read them, especially the ones that slag me off. And someone called me a pedo on one. I thought, you'd be a pedo if you caught you in real life, youth. But although I'm a really nice person, to be honest. But anyway, back to the beer. Yes, this is lovely. Now the palate's been cleansed. I've got to say, it doesn't taste like a 6.1. Whether it's because, obviously, I drink quite a bit, as you've noticed. If you've seen the reviews I've done, you've noticed that anyway. Doing 2 reviews a night at the moment, and I'll probably have another beer or a bit of wine afterwards. But I can still get drunk on a pint. How weird's that? Eh? It's like my body thinks, you know, that twat's had enough. I'm going to make him drunk now. This is nice. This is a nice beer. Wickwar. Never heard of the company. They do the porter and they do 6.1, if memory serves me right. Both of them are available at B&M. They're always available at B&M, especially the bigger B&Ms. We've got a B&M near us in Daybrook, because I live in Sherwood, Arnold's on the doorstep, and it's the only B&M store that I've ever been to that does not sell alcohol. Does that piss me off? I mean, a B&M on your doorstep, and you think, great. You know, whenever I want a bargain beer, just walk up the road, because it's walking distance, half a mile. And no beer. Never have done. And it might be the thing that I actually go message them and say, can you start selling beer at this B&M? I'd love to. I'd love as a person to be in contact with these people and you know, get there and help them buy beers and help them grow that side of things, because I think B&M, Home Bargains as well, could be a major outlet for all beer fans. Beer, gin, spirits, you know, wines, all fans of that, the genres, you know. I think it could be a great thing. Maybe I'll just go back into retail and do that. Be you know, like a wine taster. Oh dear, I'd be pissed every day. It won't be good, would it? And I'll never spit beer out. No chance. So some of the complex flavours, once you get down the beer, the complex flavours start to come through. And yeah, I remember this as a good beer last time I drank it. And it's funny how you can remember the decent beers. You can also remember the crap ones. And to be fair, because I love reviewing them, I actually remember most of the time every single one I've done, which is sad, I suppose, but we've all got FRB, haven't we? Although I can't remember what the wife said to me 20 minutes ago, and that's bad, isn't it? Yeah. I think I must have a little switch in the brain that says, oh yeah, fuck that. You know, I must have a filter that listens to some stuff, and the other stuff it's like, woo, gone, never to be heard. Oh, so like I already said, and they're black in colour, off-white head, malty, toasty, roasty flavours, coffee, chocolate, they're all there. To me, it's like a much better version of Guinness. Guinness, a smooth Guinnessy feel to it, but with strength of alcohol, as in like a King Goblin, and a very nice porter. Out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Not quite top 10 status, because I've got to be careful with these top 10 beers, because there's a lot of them. But yeah, definitely a fantastic tasting beer, well worth trying. And they're 6.1 as well. Anything from Wickwar, well worth getting if you see it. Unless you go to their website and buy from the brewery direct, which obviously if you're in the brewery that way, but obviously you pay more for it. So it depends on you, your own financial, you know. Obviously not all of us can afford to pay 3-4 quid a bottle all the time. Right, so thanks for watching, see you soon.